Good evening, good evening. How good is that selfie? Watch this. It's so good. Let's have the cool light. I like that one. Is that up or down? I love it. This is the best thing I've bought this month. I think this selfie light, and it just clips on top of your phone. It's so good. Right, I wanted to jump on. I thought I'd jump on tonight and just talk a little bit. I know loads of you that are on my page a lot. You probably you've heard my story before, but if you're new, hi, I'm Lisa. I've got two boys, and when I first, I'll tell you just sort of how I got into this online sharing things that I love. I've always worked full time in a corporate office job, and I went through a divorce. My kids were dead young, so 6 and 3. I'd gone through a divorce. I'd gone through this really deep, dark period of depression where I just felt like I didn't know who I was. Do you know, I don't know if you've ever felt like this, but you know, when you feel like you've just lost your identity a little bit. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted to do with my life. And I was working full time. The kids were little. I eventually went and got some help from the doctor. I got counselling, all of these things, and I was going to see a healer every month, and my mindset was getting so much better. But the one thing that kept dragging me back into a negative space was money, because my wages would come in and my bills would go out. And it was at that moment when I thought, I am working full time and I've got nothing to show for it. My wage paid my bills, and it covered everything in the house. It covered my diesel, it covered my food. But you know, when something broke in the house, it went on the credit card. If I wanted to pay for a holiday, birthday, Christmas, the kids needed to go on a school trip or something like that, it always went on the credit card, or I had to borrow off my mum. And that used to drive me absolutely mad, because I'm like, why am I working so hard and I've got nothing to show for it? And it was at that moment I was like, I just want more out of my life. I've done all this work on my mindset and I feel so positive and so happy, but this one thing, money, is holding me back, and I just want more for my life and I want more for my kids. And I started looking for all kinds of different things. I looked into quite a few traditional businesses, but it costs thousands and thousands to start up. I looked at online surveys, but they paid you 50p for about 500. I looked at all sorts of different things. And then I came across the network marketing industry, where you share products that you love on social media or with your friends, and you invite other people to do the same thing with you, and you get paid for that as well. So I was like, I've never done this before. I've never heard of it. Will I be good? All the thoughts went through my head of, will I be good at it? Is it going to work for me? What if I'm no good? What are people going to think when I start showing up on social media? I had all of those thoughts that you probably, that everybody has when you start something new. But that turning point for me was, I want to say yes to my kids more. That was the moment for me where I was having to think about putting something on a credit card again, and I thought, I don't want to do that. I'm working full time, I'm working hard, I shouldn't have to be doing that. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? And I started sharing a mascara at the time, and my first ever commission happened when I was stood in my kitchen. My kids were running wild in the house, and my email pinged to say I'd been paid £5, which does not sound like a lot, but honestly, that was the moment that I realised that this whole online thing was real, and it was real money, and it was in your bank, and it was I've done that while I was making a cup of tea. So even though it wasn't a big commission, that gave me the belief that actually maybe this is the thing that can help me to have more. And yeah, it went from there. I did my apprenticeship with another company. I was with another company for about 8 years, cosmetics. Absolutely loved it and learned so much. But I feel like where I am now, I swapped to another brand in about, I think it was the back end of April, starting May. And I feel like I found a gold mine. I tried not to look at this opportunity for such a long time, because I was very loyal to the brand that I was with. But once I'd seen the pay plan, I couldn't unsee it. This company have much super affordable products, which means that normal, the guy who started this was a doctor, and he had this vision that he wanted to create pharmaceutical grade products for normal people. So all the products are super affordable. They're not crazy price tags, which means that it's much better for all your friends who want to buy and support you. the products are top quality as well, so that was really important for me. I actually got some products first to try. The other thing is the pay is much higher. Like you start on 30% and you can work your way up to 55% commission. Like that is unheard of in this industry. It's crazy, like 55% commission. And that's just one of the ways that they pay us. We get like fully paid for holidays with flights, accommodation, food, all sorts. It's just phenomenal. And yeah, it's just been insane from that point. So I started in May. With the intention of I just wanted to get back to the same place that I was with my previous company, and it's just been absolutely crazy. Like I'm earning more from this now than I do from my full-time wage, and I'm showing hundreds and hundreds of other women how to do it too. So I feel like if you're watching, if you're in that place where you're just thinking, I wish I had something I could do, I wish I had more, but I just don't know what or how, that's where I was. I knew I wanted more, but I didn't know how to do it because I had 2 kids on my own at the time. I was a single mum for 6 years. And I was like, I really want more in my life, but I haven't got the time to go and do a second job. So falling across this, where I can do it in pockets of time from my own house with my kids. Like if I'm getting ready for work, I can share my routine in the morning, like my skincare, my supplements, put it on social media. And then if people go and take me up on them recommendations, I'll get paid for that. It doesn't need to take a lot of time. Like little pockets of half an hour can give you a second salary. So whether it's like an extra £500 that you're needing or an extra couple of grand that you're needing, you can do that here, and I can show you how to do it. So yeah, if you're anything like where I was, just thinking, I feel like I'm stuck in Groundhog Day. I'm going to work, I'm going to bed, I'm going to sleep, I'm sorting the kids out, and there is nothing for me. That's exactly how I felt, and this has changed everything for me, and I just feel so passionate about sharing it with everybody because it literally doesn't take over your life. It's like half an hour a day and it gives you so much more. It's like, it's crazy because I started for the money, but now I've made so many friends in this business. Like there are so many things that I've like, like hidden benefits of doing this from my phone. Like, yeah, it's just phenomenal. So yeah, I just thought I would jump on in the middle of, I'm just cooking a curry, and I thought, you know what, I've got 5 minutes till it's ready, so I'll jump on and just chat. But yeah, if you would like a chat, a virtual coffee with me, just drop a grow in the comments and I'll message you later. But have an amazing Sunday, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you soon.